The thing about India is that, depending on who you ask, 70 to 80% of the infrastructure that we need in 2050 has not been built yet. So we don't have to build an infrastructure around diesel engines and petrol engines, and so we can instead build that infrastructure or coal-powered thermal power plants, and instead, rely a lot on renewable energy. So, but as we plan that, I think we need to be careful about not speeding up that process too fast. So as the transition happens, I think that the natural signs are, the first is that as the price curve falls, and more importantly, people gain familiarity with the technology, there are more and more people doing innovations, and therefore the transitions are faster. And as the price falls, the adoption of that technology really takes off. So like in the last, I would say 8 years, 2016 to 24, there's been barely any change in, barely any addition to thermal power capacity. Whereas we've been adding, 5 to 12 gigawatts of solar power every year. And the expectation is that going forward, we should be adding 20-25 gigawatts of solar power plants, solar power capacity in the next 10, 15, 20 years. So I think we'll get there, but what is happening in Spain, what has happened in Germany, I think should give us caution that accelerating that process may actually be quite detrimental, because very few people understand how exactly this whole thing works.